Now, I would like to explain about terahertz. A terahertz is an electromagnetic wave located in the middle of the light and electromagnetic waves. It is said that mind flows into a circulatory system when intracellular biopolymers such as protein vibrate, but the body of the human beings, we can activate the body by resonating with these biopolymers to a terahertz. A character called ki is a rice at iki. When cooking rice, signs that a lid vibrated and bite occurred were bottled. Ki is energy that is accompanied by vibration and the correlation of generating energy as a vibration. Vibration spreads in the form of a wave in this way. Although often expressed as a wave motion says the thing of the vibrating energy. It is said that all existence has a peculiar wave motion. Those wave motions are told that it has respectively peculiar information until it results in the body of the light which exists in the universe, or sound, a stone, the ground, and the human being, and a man's feeling. That is, it can be called information energy. Therefore, we will understand the universe through a decryption code called a wave motion, and a wave motion could just be called common language of the universe. A wave motion is expressed as frequency. Frequency is a number which vibrates for 1 second, and the unit uses a hertz. The electromagnetic wave of low frequency are called electric wave, and high frequency is called light wave. Since tera means 1 million in Greek, a terahertz means the frequency which vibrates 1 trillion times in 1 second. Since a terahertz is in the middle region inserted into the electric wave and the light wave, it can be said that it has a place where the strong point of an electric wave and a light wave, and both are good. However, the frequency band of a terahertz has been called terahertz gap as a strange light, because development of the generating equipment of the terahertz and a detector is difficult, and it has been left behind while it has been a dark, uncivilized domain. However, a terahertz is a frequency band, vast number 1, which is not developed, and is a treasury of possibility. A terahertz is a frequency band of the last left behind to human beings. With development of laser technique and semiconductor technology, the spotlight will be captured from the middle stage of the 1990s. In order to generate a terahertz pulse, it is because it succeeded in irradiating a semiconductor with a laser light. Then, the linearity of the light wave, which is the feature of a terahertz, and the permeability of an electric wave are explained. Penetration force is weak, although, as for the visible light for comparatively high frequency, energy goes straight on the strongly compared with a terahertz. On the other hand, since frequency of a terahertz is slow, penetration force is excellent. For example, although the visible light with high frequency cannot penetrate the wall, the electric wave of a mobile phone with low frequency is the same principle as the ability to penetrate a wall. The penetration force of a terahertz can be visualized, which is not visible. Since a terahertz is well absorbed in water, it is used for inspection of the quality and contamination by investigating the moisture content of food. Moreover, the defect of wiring can be investigated. It is used also for a public peace inspection in an airport or harbor. It is because a metal detector is not used, but the content of personal effects can be checked, since it can inspect with the energy of 1 by 1 million compared with the X-ray inspection using especially X-rays. There is also no contaminated sphere, and it can be said that it is very gentle to a human body. B in the case of baggage screening. By the help of terahertz, dangerous goods, such as gunpowder, a drug are detectable. This technology was adopted in the G20 in South Korea in 2010. It is adopted also as the airport of the United States, Britain, and Japan. The mail inspection is also conducted in the ingredient of inspection in an assistant. As for Japanese mail, the X-ray inspection and the duplication check of the thiol inspection using a terahertz wave are conducted by 200,000 affairs every day now. It is utilized for the inspection of impurities, a deficit, etc. in the field of industry. In South Korea, 90% of food problems are based on impurities. Therefore, for impurity inspection of the excellent major drug companies in the world, etc., of tablet, it constructs with the University of Venture Business, etc., and is furthering research and development now. Moreover, in the United States, there was a space round-trip ship, Columbia, with terahertz technology. This work was usually available to be shortened for several hours. Terahertz technology is made to play an active part also in the fire spot or a misfortune area. Although infrared rays are erased by smoke and take 10 minutes or more for an inspection, a terahertz wave is not erased by smoke, but corresponds to employment of the remote control equipment in an emergency and supports the work. Underground is see-through, and if it uses for the inspection of infrastructure equipment, such as electricity, gas, and a water service pipe, a large-scale accident can be prevented. Moreover, such a function is effective also in underground resources investigation, such as a fossil resource and crude oil. If the technology is used for analysis of pictures, it can be used for restoration and restoration of cultural assets, and can distinguish to an antique art object, forgery of a bill, etc. in an instant. This amount of communication of information can realize dream-like speed, which can transmit 600 for the movie for 2 hours and only 1 second. Although this is Ruth's transceiver machine in 120 giga, which acted as development in NTT, it is 100 times the amount of communication of information of this. A terahertz wave is also frequency of the mystery which solves the secrets of the universe and life birth. 80% of the information which is in the universe for tens of millions of years from a Big Bang is in a terahertz zone. Moreover, a terahertz imaging sensor is also indispensable also to the elucidation of dark energy. Suppose that more than half of the energy in the universe is occupied. Now, the Space Terahertz Telescope is built by South American dust. The mystery of the universe will be explained in 80 sets of mighty telescopes work. Since a terahertz wave does not penetrate a normal cell but often penetrates abnormal cells, such as cancer and a tumor, the early detection and medical treatment of illness of it are attained. Moreover, in the thiol inspection machine, 3-dimensional scenography can be obtained by high resolution. London, Britain. In a hospital, the operation of 25 examples was made successful in 2010 using a terahertz visual system. Although the wavelength of a terahertz is 3 mm from 1 mm, this wavelength range is in agreement with the interaction of molecule, which is the minimum unit of a life, or a substance, revolving speed, and the wavelength of a hydrogen bond. The same wavelengths cause a resonance action by vibrating and soothing. It is said that monitoring and operation of a biopolymer are possible for them using a terahertz wave, since many biopolymers, such as protein, DNA, etc., which constitute the body of the human beings, us, resonate with the wavelength of a terahertz. For example, since it will vibrate in a terahertz wave domain if a virus goes into a cell membrane, the cause of the mutation of a gene can also be investigated. Thus, if a terahertz and a molecule resonate, energy will go up. This picture seems to put an anti-ice cream in the terahertz generating ore. Change to thermal energy. A terahertz wave is the image that resonated with the cell in the body, and it was absorbed. On the other hand, this image is an example which activated the molecule by the terahertz wave and balanced metabolism. Usually, although the neural penetration power of a terahertz is 1 to 2 millimeters, by carrying out resonance, it permeates from 30 to 50 millimeters, and it can be said that it is useful for the recovery and growth of vitality. A terahertz wave can be called golden frequency, containing the possibility of vast application as mentioned above. Therefore, it chose as 10 major new technology which changes the world in the United States, and selected as 10 important basic technology in Japan. In South Korea, LG Economics Laboratory has taken up a 7 major new technology which changes a life of human being. In the process of essential technology selection of Japan, 127 technology domains were chosen first, and it extracted 47 pieces. It finally selected 10 large and essential technologies. One of the technology of the highest priority is terahertz technology. It is predicted that there is a ripple effect of 2 trillion yen as potential market size in 2015. We can be going the paradigm shift converted into the time based on of an optical electric wave, apply technologies from the time of an electric wave in a light wave. This person is, as all people know, a Superman. It has the capability to see through a wall in him. He will be contaminated if these clairvoyant powers are X-ray technologies. However, it is expressing using terahertz technology as it is in the market of a breast. This girl submitted the newspaper that the bone of a human body could be inspected without contamination using terahertz technology, and was chosen as the US President's Scholarship Student. Although 141 persons were chosen among 3 million people under the system of this scholarship student every year, she was chosen as then 19-year-old high school student and went to a Princeton University in 2009. Thus, a terahertz gives the young man in the world a dream and vision. Although the terahertz was a strange light, it began to shine as